Hey everyone, welcome to Encore, and today we're going to talk about the Duo Fiber Kabuki brush. Hey everyone, welcome back. So Duo Fiber Kabuki brush is basically designed to apply mineral foundation onto your skin, and one thing that you're going to notice with this brush is that it's going to give you a little bit more of that flawless finish, almost just like that airbrushed look using your mineral foundation. Now many of you guys uses a traditional Kabuki brush much like this one, okay? And many of you guys are also wondering what is the best way to apply your mineral foundation faster, because many of you, of course, are experiencing a little bit more effort in applying your mineral foundation using a Kabuki brush because you need to buff it onto your skin. You're going to get patching, unevenness, and then many of you also notice that there's caking in your mineral foundation. So again, like I've mentioned before, that caked on makeup is human error. You cake that on, therefore it's going to look cakey. So one thing I advise is start less, okay? Start light and then build from that. So I'm going to demonstrate that for you today with the Duo Fiber Kabuki brush. So the Duo Fiber Kabuki brush is basically constructed with really dense fiber optic, which is the white fibers right here, and the black fibers right here is natural. So this is natural hair, goat hair, and the density of the white fiber is really key for this buffer brush, okay, when you apply your mineral foundation. Now, to demonstrate the difference in application of the traditional Kabuki brush and the Duo Fiber, I'm just going to use my mineral foundation, okay, and I'm going to do half of my face using the traditional Kabuki brush, or just your standard Kabuki brush, and then on this side of my face I'm going to use the Duo Fiber. Alright, so what I did is I put some of my mineral foundation right into my Petri dish, so that way when I demonstrate the liquid foundation later on, because that's part of this video, so I'm going to show you guys how this is so amazing when you're applying liquid foundation. So that way I'm not cross-contaminating the jar, of course, of mineral foundation. And of course we're going to start with the traditional brush. Okay, so the usual method of applying mineral foundation with a Kabuki brush is that most people would pick up the product, okay, then you're going to tap. Alright, and again, I recommend tapping it this way, so that way the powders don't get all over the place. It's going to be less messy. Alright, but a lot of people just tap and then swirl onto your face. But before I do that, look at how much product your traditional Kabuki brush is picking up. That's a lot, okay? That's usually more than enough to cover your face. This is actually too much. So by the time you put this onto your skin, it's already caked on because there's too much product in there. And it doesn't matter how much you tap away, alright? It's still going to hold on to the powder if you're using the traditional brush, okay, Kabuki brush. Alright, so we're going to apply, just going to dab it and then swirl, okay, buffing it onto the skin. And as you can see, alright, it looks too much. You get patching right there. I don't know if you guys can see that. And then it's going to take you effort to even that out and distribute it to your skin. And then you're going to get areas where you don't have much. And what are you going to end up doing? You're going to end up picking up some more product and applying it in there, and then now you have more product in there and it's uneven. So this is one problem that most of you are experiencing using a regular Kabuki brush. Alright, so you just buff that onto your skin until it looks even, and this can take a few minutes. Many of you have expressed that sometimes it takes you 10 minutes, 15 minutes just to apply your mineral powder or mineral foundation to get it a nice even application, well distributed into your skin. And many of you doesn't have that much time, especially in the morning, to do this, so you're trying to find more ways to cut that down. Alright, so that's the traditional Kabuki, and now we're going to move on to the Duo Fiber Kabuki brush. Okay, so the same thing, I'm going to use my mineral foundation with the Kabuki brush, and the same thing, I'm just going to dab and tap. Alright, as you can see, it does not pick up a lot of powder, okay, because it's the nature of the fiber optics. So therefore, it's just going to give you a nice amount to put onto your skin. Alright, so when you tap, it actually, you know, gets rid of a lot of excess powder. Again, tapping upwards like this is ideal, so that way all the powder, the extra powder, will fall right into the trunk of the brush as opposed to flying all over the place. Alright, so there you go. So you can see it doesn't pick up much, and when I apply this on, it's going to apply it on nice and even. Dab it on first, and it's going to give you, look at that, a beautiful airbrush finish to the makeup. Okay, and you just buff it on normally as if you would on a regular Kabuki brush. You're going to get that beautiful finish. Look at the similarity, and it's less effort. Okay, I didn't buff it as long, and it didn't require a lot of products, so you're going to cut your product consumption like in half. You can extend your product a lot longer by using this brush. So that's why one thing that I really like is you're going to save a lot of money on products. Alright, so there you go, the difference. You can still kind of see patching in here. You know, even though we use a lot of product, you're still not going to get the coverage. And on this side, it just looks beautiful. It's even. Alright, you can start light again. If you want more coverage, build. So for more coverage, all you're going to need to do is pick up some more product. And again, it's not going to pick up a lot, and then apply it on top of that until you get your desired coverage. Okay, without using too much product. This one, I mean, it's already caked on looking, but it's still uneven. So, but this one you're getting coverage, and it's applying on evenly. You don't get patching. Alright? Okay, so there you go. The Duo Fiber Kabuki brush with mineral foundation. Definitely try this. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to remove this foundation, and I'm going to show you how magical this is with liquid foundation. So I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So I removed all the mineral foundation. Okay. And I'm ready to demonstrate how this brush, the Duo Fiber Kabuki brush, works amazingly on liquid foundation. So if you're a liquid foundation user, this is a brush to definitely look into, because again, the density of the white fiber optics is going to work magic on your liquid foundation. And I put a small drop of liquid foundation right into my Petri dish, alright? And that's actually a lot, believe it or not. You're going to need much less than that. Again, you're going to basically extend the use of your product, your liquid foundation, if you use this brush. And foundation are not cheap, they're very expensive. So if you can stretch that a lot further, you know, with usage and stuff like that, then hey, that's saving you a lot of money. So I'm going to demonstrate that to you. Again, just a small drop, and I'm just going to dab, alright, until it covers the top of the Kabuki brush, and that it beads. Alright, see how it beads on the tip? Alright, and then what I do is I put it right on my cheek, dabbing it first, alright, and then right in my forehead, down the bridge of the nose, and then the chin. Alright, and then I buff it on and swirl. Look at the coverage you're getting with just a small amount of foundation. Look at that. Okay, and then just the forehead. Nice and even, very airbrush looking. Look at that. Okay, and you still have a lot left on the dish. So like I said, you're going to need a lot of products to get coverage and to completely, you know, distribute this on your face. Okay, so now with the extra product, I'm just going to pick that up, pick the product up the same way, and I'm going to concentrate more on the hard to reach areas, like right the side of the nose. And what I do is I just squeeze it like that, okay, My expression lines, look at that. Look at how it softens those lines. Look. Okay, same thing on the other side. Okay, hard to reach areas. And kind of like above the brow, that's usually kind of like a hard area to put foundation because you end up getting foundation on your eyebrows. And again, by just squeezing a little bit, you're going to be able to do that without putting a lot of product on your eyebrows. Okay, soften that. Okay, and then that's it. You're done. You get coverage, all right? And just smooth and even that out. And with liquid foundation, you always set it with powder. So I'm going to go back to my mineralized powder, all right, to set it. And I'm going to use the same brush. Again, it's not going to require that much. And I'm just going to lightly dust that all over to set it. Okay, and there you have it. Liquid foundation application using the Duo Fiber Kabuki brush gives you a beautiful, even finish, soften the expression lines, and with just like a drop of foundation. So you're going to be able to stretch your foundation for longer use. So definitely check it out if you're a liquid foundation user. So that's all I'm going to demonstrate for you guys today, and thank you so much for joining me. Until next time, I'll see you guys soon. Bye!